I've forgotten your character arc.
He hasn't had much of a character arc.
I've just been here.
I forgot your character.
He's too absent from the game to have had a character arc.
Yeah, see, I'm safe. So, I'm chaotic neutral. I can do what I can.
That's true.
Skull, eventually Anna finds you. She seems to be suffering from a headache.
I pat the ground next to me in the water.
She joins you, dipping her head in the water.
Good. The connection continues to grow between them.
She introduced me to her culture. I'll introduce her to mine. Come, sit in this puddle with me.
She's been introduced.
I haven't the faintest idea of what's happened last night. We were at the bar getting...
Oh no!
You do an insight check, I swear to God.
Can I do an insight check? Does he seem legit?
Sure.
Listen, I don't know.
Okay.
He's just a very Oh, I wouldn't know anyways. He's just a very confused boy right now. Insight.
Very confused man right
8.
now. You know?
Oh, he don't know if he's a man or a boy no more. Mom would be so proud, and that's really sad.
Oh, I might be proud. Mom knew it.
I said your father would be.
Her room seemed genuine.
He did fuck else.
Yeah, he didn't like him though. It's more of a power thing, I think, for him.
Probably. That's usually how that works.
The two of you end up having breakfast at some point after dealing with your headache.
So, I'm just gonna flat out make this a thing. Since he was face first in that puddle, the mud would have came off his face. And he'd probably be too hungover to really realize it quite yet. So his ever-striking, handsomely worked features would be coming through.
Oh my God, you're going to tempt her for round 2?
He don't know, he's just a boy! He's just a boy!
While you're having breakfast, you notice she's just being a bit more flirtatious than normal.
Oh, he wouldn't catch on to that at all.
If Skull noticed, that's what would be going on.
Well, you're being nice.
So, the three of you have woken up outside of town. You've had your meal.
Ow.
Your heads are
Yeah,
feeling
he bites
better.
hard, don't let him bite you.
The alcohol isn't
Try to
having
get
its
him off the
influence
bite.
as much over you anymore.
I'm going to take a quick nap now that it's light so I can rejuvenate before I go to the library to try and look up alternative ways of getting around human sacrifice or
Now, if you can get him to sit still, she likes to do it.
magical augmentation to allow for skipping steps in certain rituals and stuff like that.
Mm.
But for now,
Ooh, somebody getting sleepy.
Okay.
2-hour nap.
Yeah.
Power nap.
We're still in town.
You're just
Falling
outside of
asleep.
town, yes.
Okay, I want to head to Marvin's.
Okay.
Just abandon me after I watched you all night. See
He's
how
out.
it goes.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're sleeping. I'll stay and watch over.
No, it's fine. See how it is.
Skull, you've had your breakfast. She says, as soon as I open shop today, I'll be bidding off the weapons for as much as I can get. Do you care to stick around?
Oh, sure, I can stick around until something else pops up. We can sell those toys while we're at it.
Oh, I'm afraid they were sold during the tournament.
Oh!
Noise.
Oh!
Don't noise your noise.
They're all Baba know who wants to make it over.
Gotta roll that. In the meantime, anyone else want to have any interactions while I'm figuring this out?
Brothers?
We'll come to that shortly, I assure you. But
Is that bullshit?
wouldn't.
That seems like bullshit.
Well, you also know Skull referred to you as brother.
Then you can say along with the king and throw 2 of the beasts.
True.
I guess we're probably wouldn't have any idea where you are.
Skull, the pit fiend sold for $450.
Hey.
As you had constructed it, put in the eyes, and painted it.
Yep.
Nasty word.
For 50%.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Okay.
The homunculus sold for $600. And the black dragon sold for $900.
Best dragon.
Dang.
God.
It's best dragon, that's why.
Yeah, they sold for more because you had a lot more eyes on them because of the tournament.
What's best pure dragon?
So, yeah, like I said, you're a lot of money because of this.
How much money do I have left after last night?
Well, you know all that gold you had.
All of it?
It was all gone.
Oh no.
But she gave you the money that you got for the toys at least.
So I got rid of 10 platinum, was it?
You traded 1 platinum, and then that was all gone.
I gave 10 platinum to the what's his face.
Right, yes, you did
get rid of
give
that
10 to
sickness in
William.
his town.
Yep.
We do not put this.
So you got rid of 11 platinum.
Yeah. So that leaves me with
89
89
platinum.
platinum.
Or,
We do not want this to be down.
I'm gonna see if I can get another 100, another platinum converted to gold.
Okay.
Just so I have actual. Well, actually, no, I have gold now.
You,
Never
you
mind.
just got a bunch of
Yeah,
gold.
no, I'm done.
You're in
2 hours passed.
power nap over.
Yep. The 3 of you are still outside of town as you're waiting for Monday to have a power nap.
This is my kitty.
Awakening. Now, what's their plan for today, boyos?
I need to talk to Skull. I don't know where he went last night.
I dropped him off at the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped him off at the blacksmith friend's place. She insisted that he stay the night over.
Oh.
Wink,
Well,
wink.
we should probably go see the
See, you're all gonna think something happened, something actually did not happen. It's
You
gonna
don't
be
know.
great. Granted, Skull don't know. So you can be like hinting that you guys know what happened, and he's gonna be like, I don't know.
Copulation to continue the bloodline. I mean,
I'm
there is no more noble cause. The
As soon as we
preservation.
go up to Skull and we're like, hey, how was your night? It still hurts.
So,
Let's make as loud a noises as possible to congratulate our friend.
No.
Yeah.
your tour is going to head off towards Skull. What about everybody else?
What are your plans then, boy?
I need to go check if Marvin's back in town.
Fenris is heading off towards Mystic Marvin's.
I'll go with you because he might have vital information.
Alright. So, Fenris and Mundy will get to their location first.
Boom.
We're taking the car, bye!
What? Have fun
two
walking, sucker!
are entering the marketplace. Unlike the previous days where it had been deathly silent with no one around, the businesses are now open again. There's not much traffic going on at the moment, still early on in the day, but the place is up and running. And as you actually enter the place, you do notice the lights to Marvin's are on.
I knock on the door.
It's a shop, so okay.
What time of day is this?
It's like
She likes to.
early in the. Well, it's not quite noon yet, but
But it would be normal hours.
yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just walk in.
Yeah.
As
I'll
you
be behind you because I've never been here.
As the two of you enter the shop, you just suddenly feel cold as you basically walking into a freezer as the area his shop is now just unusually cold. And on the other side, behind the desk, you can see Marvin himself just shivering all about. It seems like his hair is like frozen over. He's now wearing a thick blanket.
Feels pretty good. I'm adapted.
Welcome to
He's
the
gonna
shop.
walk in. He's like, "Oh, it's nice in here."
Why is it so cold?
Oh, you see,
It's
Fenris,
so wonderful.
I just got back in town from the mountains.
I don't understand how that makes your shop cold.
You can hear the whirling of wind coming from the back of the shop. I took one of my portals and
You didn't close it?
I'm a bit too cold right now. I'm trying to warm up.
You can go outside.
Can I try to close it?
Maybe. As you step into the back room, you can see there's a painting propped up, and from it there's just wind and snow. In fact, you're walking into like a
He just
ankle-high snow as you're walking into his storage area.
I look back and I'm just like, how the fuck do I close this?
it is just like home.
It'll eventually close on its own, but
It's a terror.
it's flawed magic. I'm still working on it.
Yeah, put a blanket on him. Winter blanket.
As you put another blanket onto him, it's like, thank you. So,
One for one.
how did the tournament go?
Came in second.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you. My friend Skull won the tournament.
Very good job for your group. Then must have been a lot of money.
Yeah.
Would you like to buy something? I sort of missed out on selling.
So actually, I came to talk to you about an incident that happened while you were away. I assume Alexander hasn't had a chance to tell you if you just got back.
You mentioned something briefly, but we haven't gotten into it yet.
Yeah, so there's a lot of weird shit going on that I would like to get your opinion on, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes. I haven't seen your face too often. Do you need anything while you're here?
Following him, just gonna
I'm just here to
ask him
support the
quick.
team.
Yeah, go team. It's well, at first I was gonna ask questions, but now I mean this place feels wonderful. I want to stay here.
This is my friend Mundi, by the way.
Pleasure to meet you, Monty.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you too, random shopkeeper. So
Mr. Norman's his name is on the sign.
I didn't read. I just followed you.
Oh.
I never asked people.
Like, I mean, I can, but
His name's Marvin.
And he's missing.
If you see a cat wandering around, that's Alexander.
He's cool.
In the shop itself, you can see a few potions along one side of the wall. There's all sorts of trinkets throughout. There's some bits of armor, random items, and there's a few wands and rings beyond the desk.
After I've given him the blanket and exchanged greetings and now know his name, I'm going to go inspect for certain items. Preferably some sort of scrying pools or magic amulets and protection. So
Okay. For something to scry with. Well, we've got just the item for you.
Boy, am I ready for this one.
Anyway, yes, Fenris, you're there. So, what happened while I was away?
Well, I was concerned that you weren't back yet, so I came to check on you.
Yes, sorry about that. Took me longer to find a buyer for that flower than I thought it would.
That's fine. But you weren't here, but your door was open, so I was afraid.
I hope nothing was taken. Haven't had a chance to check my stock yet.
Yeah, so
So about that.
I'll get to that. Well, I came in and felt eerie, so I called out and ended up startling a person in here, and I cornered him in the back room. He seemed to be here for an item. I'm not sure what. But when I cornered him, he said that we couldn't stop them. So I'm pretty sure he's part of a group. And that it was already too late or already started or something like that. And then he stabbed himself in the throat with his own dagger.
Sounds like a dealing with cultists.
that's a team player right there. I'm going to take one for it.
I tried to revive him.
Did he perchance say what he was after?
He did not. But I tried to kind of help him. I grabbed one of your potions. I hope you don't mind too much.
Well, if it helped the situation,
well,
that he's still alive, that would be a good thing.
no.
Oh. You didn't give him one of the potions of poison, did you?
No, I'm pretty sure it was a healing potion But I was kind of freaking out.
Well,
and
you see, you got to be careful with those very similar items. Yes.
I was kind of freaking out during the time, and like I pulled the knife back out, and I'm pretty sure. Anyway, long story short, he's dead. Whenever he died, he had these like emerald green eyes, and they turned into the pinkish color that everyone around here seems to have.
Oh, and at that he just starts shivering for a moment, like he's deep in thought. Oh.
The guards came fairly quickly, and they took the body away, but they wouldn't let me come with, and they seemed to kind of dodge my questions anytime I asked about anything. Alexander seemed a little freaked out about the situation as well. He was unconscious when I first came in.
Fenris, was he carrying anything with the symbol of a rat on him? Was he carrying anything at all?
I mean, I kind of tried to search him, but I didn't really find a whole lot.
He seems deep in thought at the moment, is pondering over the situation. And we're going to move on to the rest of the group for brief moments. Taurus, you are now showing up at the blacksmith's. Skull and Anna the shop is full. People are trying to outbid each other over the weapon at hand. You can tell that it seems to be the axe that Skull constructed. That is what they're bidding on.
I go over to Skull.
Skull's, you look at Skull's face, you'll
Wait,
notice his
give me
skin.
free
You
copy
can actually
for
see his skin color, and it's a
Four.
pale, almost, well, no, it is a pale white color.
5
Almost like green tint to it. Or no?
Nope, white.
Take it or leave it right now.
Pure white.
No.
I'm mysterious.
The great white orc.
And you notice some bits of his roots of his hair also look like light colored instead of the grungy, more brown black they've been.
Guess I'm a little taken aback at the moment, but I kind of shake it off and was like, I need to speak with you in private.
Skull was probably just in the corner working on something, probably working on whatever next weapon he was trying to get constructed.
And as the two of you head off into the corner, you can see they're bidding in the thousands at this point over the weapon. But yes, the two of you are alone for a moment.
I don't want to try and do that.
So, Skull, we spoke briefly about your father and how you have a lot of possible relatives.
Yes, most of the orc clan was in fact related.
Right.
Compensation.
So, I was with Fenris and Mundi talking to Fox at the bar. We got on the subject of possible invaders, and he said that he had scryed of our coming. The only one he wasn't able to scry was Fenris for some reason. He still doesn't know what's up with that.
Peculiar. I wonder if I can try to detect any magics on him that would be preventing such.
But the thing is,
Identify me.
the way he described
Don't see. Yeah.
the three of us that he could scry was a Goliath, an orc, and his half-orc brother. And according to him, there's only one other Goliath in town who did not come with orcs.
Well, of course, all orcs are brothers.
I mean, I think you and I are directly related. I think you're...
Well, yes, you even claimed to have possibly blood from my clan whenever you said they invaded your area.
True, but this gives credence to it. It's confirmation. You and I are blood relatives.
Yes, it's highly likely.
Or you could be jumping the gun. I mean, one or the other.
I just figured you'd
But I
want to
must
know.
say, is like the fact that you said your elven mother was still alive at the time of your youth is quite extraordinary.
That is.
I highly doubt whoever in the clan had impregnated her was aware of her survival at all.
It's definitely a curious circumstance. I just thought you might like to know that we are, in fact, directly related kin.
He slaps you on the shoulder. Well, whether blood plays a part of it, plays a part of it or not, you are my brother.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we're going for a hug.
Good for you. Yay!
Character development.
Oh,
We're getting a
man.
hug on.
And
I hug Mundi for no reason.
And I won't lie, he's being purposely obtuse, mainly
I'll hug
because
you
he's kind
back.
of in denial about
You're a pretty
his
good
father
guy. No,
bothering others
So.
in the sense of
Oh.
others.
you're right. All right.
having to deal with him. He wouldn't want anybody else to have to be bothered by him either.
And after that development, I kind of finally address this and say, Skull, do you have like paint on or something, or you have ash on your face? Your skin is really pale.
At that, he freezes and quickly looks in the first shiny surface available.
Your face is revealed.
Oh, he storms the fuck out. Like, panicking, he grabs all his shit, covers his face with the nearest mud puddle, like mud, and immediately books it back to the tower.
Skull has left. Yeah, he's just gone. And as the door closes behind him, you hear that the first axe has sold for 2,811 gold pieces.
Goddamn.
And
Goddamn.
after all that's said and done, you will eventually receive 1,874 for that specific weapon. As a portion of it will go towards honor.
1,074?
1874.
1,874?
It's only this much. I mean, you don't have to support the kid yet either.
All we need to do is
Did
apparently
not have
fucking
this
make shit and I
in
get more
this
money
one
than
out.
I did in the tournament.
Well,
Damn.
no, as soon as you get that
Well, here's something to
the
keep in mind.
potion making thing you wanted to do, dude, you'll be fucking right.
Yeah, you'll
there.
be rolling in
The
money.
reason it's rolling in money right now is because
tournament.
of the tournament. There's
Yeah.
a lot more people here, and it's an exotic weapon.
If anything, like with potion making and stuff, you'll have a much more consistent.
Yeah,
compared
yours
to
will be much more
exotic
consistent.
weapons.
Mine will have to actually.
Yeah, because
come out
once the people die down in like a month or two from now, when like no one from the tournament's still here, they won't sell as easily.
Because anybody at any time can use a potion, while only certain people would use exotic weapons and stuff. So the clientele is different.
So yes.
Yeah, like if I ever wanted to sell these again, I'd probably have to wait for the next tournament and then actually like have to showcase them again.
Or like willingly like search out somebody, or like war zones or something. Like hers is much more of a niche kind of.
She was under a time-sensitive situation, and that's why Skull.
And I'm assuming if we were having that many people in the shop, that we would be taking requests as well if they were wanting one.
I was going to get to that once the second weapon's sold. There are requests coming in.
I figured that might be the case.
But yes, the first axe sold. The second one begins auctioning off. We'll turn back to the two of you.
I have a quick question for you. Are you keeping the axe that you...
Skull gave up both
Nope.
axes,
We
Okay,
have
that's
everything
right.
to sell.
That's right.
Wait,
except the
That's-
burial blade,
Except for the
which
shield,
you
right?
gave me.
which money will be
That's
have to give
good.
to Anna for that.
It's gonna be like you can't give up the shield. That's
So, like,
That's mine.
because of the rarity and the value of that specific weapon, Skull's gonna like have to give up 1,800 gold so that you can keep that.
Jeez. Well, I guess
It was 100 gold
Yeah.
per day that was spent at the shop.
I'll say also
And
like,
even though-
Expansion.
Yeah, so
Did you want to?
you're in debt
novels
with Skull at the moment.
The Overlord light
Technically,
novels.
but you know, it's all how you decide to
Because there's a
divvy up
lot
the
more that
money.
happens in the book. Like they're actual like
Oh
novel.
shit, that's right. Not right now,
But yes.
but I will eventually.
Because there's a whole lot more that actually happens that they have that put in the shop.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
And those.
Back to the two of you.
Sorry.
Back at the shop.
Let's try to be quiet about it.
It's fine. The air is cold. What are we?
Does it hurt me?
Looking for those items.
You are a fire boy.
you know, it's
Tell us from you.
yeah.
By myself.
I was gonna say, you
Oh,
warm
warm
up
me
the
up.
area for you.
Make a con saving throw.
Oh, I shouldn't have asked.
Kill yourself with the Hellish Rebuke.
6.
Your internal heat is no longer keeping you warm as the cold is setting in on you.
I grab a blanket for myself.
Okay.
I search out for a blanket. I don't like grab Marvin's or anything. Want to make that clear.
Okay. I don't think. Yes, Skull.
Can I head to the bank to get my money converted?
You sure can.
Okay.
Just
So I just wanted to make sure, since I'm not walking.
I thought you were leaving.
Yeah.
I know. I realized
Yes,
I'd be
but-
leaving town with like 3,000 fucking. Or
It's
damn
in
near
your bulge.
fourth. I think I'm still getting up there on the limits.
It's not really a bulge
Yeah.
anymore. It's a tumor at this point.
You can do that. There's no
It's
reason to
just
have a stop that. It's just you stop at a bank, they'll
Why
give you
at
money
this
for
point?
you.
Not even
Like
able to
with
actually
gold,
run.
it gets heavy fast. So I was like, I'm reaching the limit of that motherfucker. pretty
That's why I made
quickly.
platinum more valuable.
Yeah.
But yes, you were in the shop.
So
He had just asked you if the guy was wearing anything specifically about a rat-shaped item of any sort. And he continues, if this is what I think it is, our town could be in great danger. There was once a man who long ago traveled with Bashir. His name was Ara. And they had a falling out.
So, there's some other shit going on. And I mean, I feel like it might be related. I had a run-in with the fox, the thief that was very prevalent, some weeks back here in town. And have recently learned that his mission here is to forge a weapon to fight a great evil that is coming for this town. I don't know if this is the same thing and this cult is worshipping this guy.
What do you know about the weapon?
Not a whole lot. To forge it, we need a few specific items. One of the items is supposed to be used to kill a magically gifted child, which I am very against.
As you should be.
I was hoping
That's
that you
some
would.
dangerous magic right there.
I was hoping you would be able to help us figure out a different method for either defeating the evil or maybe crafting this weapon.
You okay, Joe?
I'm just tired.
That festival warrior.
So who?
I mean, I'm still waiting to know about the items that he went looking for. From
Oh, well,
from the standard
some of the
there,
things
not
you've
about it,
observed, what kind of protection amulets were you looking for?
more so, I mean, I won't deny any, like, sort of elemental protection, but I was looking more for, scrying, because if he can be spotted, he can't be spotted, but the rest of the group can, it'd still be kind of detrimental if we start actually going looking for certain stuff. So.
As far as scrying goes, can you please make an Arcana check for me? See if you just notice on your own. Marvin's currently engaged with Fenris, so you're kind of just browsing the shop at the moment.
This is 10.
Yeah, you don't know what to make of anything specifically towards that, so...
Weird shit.
Well, it's a different type of magic than what I would. That's why I asked him about it and stuff. Because
when you ask him, he takes a moment from Fenris and says, scrying, yes, I do have a few. He gestures towards a top shelf, and upon which there are 2 crystal balls on it. One is very, very well intact. The other is severely cracked. The one there that's in perfect condition is very valuable. The one next to it is, unfortunately, has been damaged and is at quite the discount. For 7,000 gold.
Ooh, buddy.
Wait, that's it. I was looking for animals, already. So.
Well, that's just...
You also said
I said, yeah, you're right. I said scrying
You
stuff.
said scrying first.
Well, okay, those aren't. Thinking about it now, I can
normally,
actually do that,
Describe
so.
to him what's going on with him, and he might be able
For
to find
the
it
one
for
that's
you.
still intact, it's quite up there in price. The lowest I could sell it for, I'm looking at the wrong chart. That's why I can't find it.
It's even more than that.
Well, no, the correct one is 7,000. I remember that.
Gold. Wow.
Let's not worry about that because it's beyond your reach. Unless
Well,
you.
the first one's beyond.
Well, cool. Yes.
Beyond
So what else?
Not beyond mine.
It's still blast this orb. Blast this cracked ass orb.
No.
I made
This
you
crack
lunch
orb.
once. I said I made you lunch once. You opened
That lunch was clearly worth 7,000.
What else would you like to ask for?
More so, like the amulet, like sticking more towards items that have a passive ability. So, also in terms of the protection, in terms of items against protection against scrying, we have one of our companions, your friend here, who appears to be immune to being scryed upon. So, but if we're going to go looking for other items or other things, if only one of us is immune to being, the rest of us can be seen, it would be a detriment to the group in general. So,
Immune, you say?
not necessarily like he's immune.
No,
He begins
But,
to pull
I mean,
out
any
these
sort of
spectacles
debuff.
from his pocket. They have this yellow tint to the lens, and he puts them on. He takes a closer look at the two of you. Mondi, do you have any inherent magical abilities?
And divine, but not arcane.
Mine would be yours, because I know his is prestidigitation spell.
Yep.
Yours is thaumaturgy. So
Mine's identify.
yours is also divine, much like Mondi's. He
Yours is
says,
specific.
Fenris, were you born with any magic gifts? Most of your kind are.
I mean, I've always been able to cast the cantrip thaumaturgy.
I do not see its aura within you. You are, in fact, somehow protected from divination, it seems. These glasses I'm wearing, they're imbued with the detect magic spell.
So it's Jill, except smaller.
No, that's why I couldn't.
Wait
see
a minute, is that why? Let me take the pendant off of me and put it on the table.
When you do, are you going to say anything as you do that?
Yeah, I want to tell him, like, so, one of our friends, Skull, actually, not too long ago, was able to sense magical auras around items, and he couldn't sense an aura around coming from this pendant. Do you think it was because it was on me at the time, and I'll just lay it on the counter?
As you lay it down, he says, yes, I believe that does check out, as I can currently see the two auras coming off of it, which makes perfect sense.
2 auras.
Oh yes, these wound closure pendants, they not only stabilize you when you are dealt a fatal blow, but during you can heal more during moments of rest. So it's naturally giving off its evocation and necromantic auras.
I didn't know the second part of that.
You didn't roll high enough when you initially inspected it.
Well, that's cool as shit. I was freaking out about it not being magical anymore. I thought the fox
seems to
did
be
something to it.
perfect intact. I mean, there's a small scratch on it, but
Okay.
it still works, to the best of my knowledge. Were you perhaps blessed or cursed at any point in your life?
Recently.
I mean,
Bless you.
blessed with friends. Not really that I'm aware of.
You say besides this, and you hold up your blood arm.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes.
I do have this fucking blood curse, which I was kind of hoping you might be able to help me out with as well.
Oh,
Ow.
that's not good, Fenris.
No, that's what I hear.
realize that.
I've only heard that those cursed with that have the drive to kill.
Yeah, so far that hasn't happened, but I kind of want to avoid that.
How recent is that, Fenris?
Within the weekish? About a week? Was it 2
I
weeks?
think it was 2 weeks.
Probably hasn't had its effects on you yet. I'd be cautious when using it, if at all. I'd probably stay away from using it as much
People
as
keep
possible.
saying use it.
Is there a way to just get rid of it? Other than I heard
Whopping
a
it
man chopping his arm off to get rid of one.
I'd have to look into that. I don't see that very often.
You wouldn't happen to know a man who's ever had to chop his arm off to get rid of any of these, would you?
I've known people who've done such things to get rid of cursed items.
It would be an older... He was an elven man, correct?
Yes.
Be an older elven man. Missing his left arm.
Nothing's coming to me immediately, but I'll look into that for you
I would appreciate
when I get some
it.
free time. At this point, you notice the room is warming up a bit. It's still very frigid in here,
Oh,
and the wind in the back room is dying down. Back to the other two. Keep you invested in the game. Victoria's here at the shop. They're currently auctioning off the second one. It's only just begun.
Which one sold first of the two axes?
That would be the steel one.
This next one was
Electrum.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And which one did Anastriana use?
I think Skull gave her the steel one.
Yeah. Since we didn't want to
Fair.
give out the expensive one, risk it getting broken.
But I guess-
Honestly, I was expecting the Electrum one go to for even less than what the first one went for. So, holy fuck!
I imagine I just kind of noticed, or kind of look at that in passing. I'd be pursuing Skull at the moment.
Okay, Skull ran out. You shortly follow him to the tower.
Shortly a 4-hour walk away.
Yep, just a 4-hour walk away. As that was the quickest way for him to run.
Just sprinting the entire way.
I could.
Yeah, I'll add the next roll. I bet
You
did.
notice as you're running through town in the direction of the tower, there's a lot of people out on the roads looking confuddled. As some large orc boy ran through town.
Orky boy.
they saw my face.
Well, I say, how good do you think you managed to cover your face in the panic way you did? Do you think you just kind of slathered something across like in a big swipe, or do you think you
but
managed
it
to get
is
your
mud,
cover?
and I am white, so I mean that'll work out about as well as you expect mud
Okay.
on white to work out. So
After 4 hours time, you do eventually get to the tower and find Skull.
Skull locks himself in his tower.
His
His tower.
I meant to say his shop. I
claim this tower.
This is my tower now.
I'll knock on the door.
Yeah,
Skull,
that
just
always works.
talk to me.
It's how you used to work in Rome. So.
Skull's just gonna work
Clean
away
this house and
tinkering
name
on
it
his
Will.
machine again.
Skulls, you're a pale orc?
As a heads up, I mean,
White orc?
but the last week of this month,
You do
I won't
hear
be
his
available
filter
to
and
play
his
'cause
dinging
I'll be
around
out of
on
town
his
visiting Sandy.
machine, though.
So.
When all the cool stuff happens.
I guess that's. I guess that must be why your father treated you as such.
You hear a large thud, something being thrown.
Tantrum attack.
No, he's about to fucking lose it.
Skull attacked the door. What?
No, I didn't say the door. I said it's thrown across the room, not at the door.
When Skull throws
Dare
the
you.
door shield.
I'd say you want me to just like make up a little bit of like lore for a white orc, like that are like supposedly legendary, or just
You can
I have
say
no
whatever you
idea.
want. I do have my own thing going on, but feel free to add any flavor you
Well, I
want.
mean, you could assume something like a white orc would either be praised or shamed, whichever one. Especially one with fine features. It's not very orcish, so it wouldn't be exactly a good thing.
A pretty
quick heights.
A pretty one.
Let's see. Alright,
Yeah, but it's
sad. I've only heard about a legend of them. They only are supposed to appear every 100 years. God damn, that's a fucking Mel Bruno. I'm gonna roll with it anyway. It's like normally they're hailed as like good omens or war gods or things like that. But to be shamed for that or such a thing. Does Skull respond anyway?
You can just hear in the room that it goes quiet.
I was horribly drunk.
For some, such skin might be a blessing. But I was cursed with a monster as a father.
That gotta be the reason. He must have felt threatened by you.
Just imagining like Jill's father sounding like the claw and stuff, and just bad mouthing her for being white.
Stupid white orc. Hate you.
Probably pretty accurate in the way she described her father.
Yeah. You right.
Skull was, I guess, newly discovered brethren. I would like to see your unadorned face at least once.
Let me look upon you with my own eye.
I want to throw in a technically. You're already doing.
Yeah, I mean, still didn't seem like the hair, because you said I just saw like the roots. There's probably a little bit still like a residual. After that week, it can be our secret. I won't tell the others.
Keep Monday out of the loop on everything.
Fenders didn't say it. Did he?
Monday doesn't know about your true identity.
Oh, I thought
He doesn't know anything.
Okay, yeah, he never found out about that.
No.
To be fair, that was also my
Later,
word,
I'm
too.
not ready right now.
All right, in your time.
Be a nervous boy. He's gonna spend the rest of the day locked up working on his machine.
Alright. Back to the two of you then, in the shop.
Yeah.
Monday, were you asking for any other sort of item of interest?
Yeah, on the amulets, no. I'm really looking for only stuff that have passive abilities and stuff, since without our arcane abilities to activate some of them and stuff, that'd be kind of pointless for me.
Okay then. Well, Marvin will beckon Fenris to lean close.
I lean real close. Almost too close.
No, definitely.
It's never too close.
Fenris, how trustworthy is Mundi?
I've been traveling around with them for quite a while now. I've never had a reason to doubt him.
It should be. I've been traveling around with him for a while, but it seems like he's never there when we need him. So he's always gone.
He seems to be always off doing his own thing lately. That's cooking.
It's pretty good for the group, really.
He keeps failing.
It's pretty good food. Yeah, I trust him.
Okay. The two of you follow me, and he'll guide you to the back of the shop. At this point, the portal is pretty much closed. There's still snow in the storage room, and it's still rather cold, but it is starting to get warmer.
I'll pick up some snow and throw it at Moody.
Yeah.
Snowball right to the face.
Oh yeah.
With the flick of a finger, the floorboard itself transforms into a hatch, and he lifts it up. And you can see...
nachos?
Sure. Please. You see a set of stairs leading down, and he says, come follow me.
I follow.
I'll follow him.
As the two of you get down into this basement, they're all...
I won't say that.
There are several kinds of items down here.
How far down do we go?
In the Goblin Town, I already said.
He, with the snap of his finger, a drift glove now floats and is levitating next to him. And you can see there's all kinds, it's a much deeper and bigger storage area than the one above. There's all sorts of rarities down here, but he just leads you down a hall and eventually gets to a door. And he whispers some words to you. And you can hear the door, several locks being undone. And when he opens the door itself, within it is a room, and a single item is of note.
What is it?
A glass container, and in it you can see a flower. A flower with a bright pink color to it.
This motherfucker
And
has the flower.
if all the petals fall off, then the beast will die. So
And you just hear from him a sigh of relief. Ah, it's still here.
This motherfucker has the flower.
Wait, is this what the thief guy was after?
It very well might have been. I have all sorts of valuable things in my shop. I keep them all down here, as you see, just to avoid such a thing. For just a mere thief to stumble upon it would be nearly impossible.
Well, it doesn't seem like he's a mere thief if he's part of a fucking cult.
As I said, if this has any connection to Arad, we may be in danger.
Do you have any... What can you tell us about this gentleman? This gentleman.
As I said, he was once a companion of Bashir. It is said that